we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. And let's get ready to get a comic in here. My man Maurice Smith is in the building. Mo, how you doing, sir?
You know how I'm doing, huh? Come on, man. You already said in the chair I didn't want to come into work today because you know I was going to be acting up. Huh? What colors I got? Never mind. I'll wait for the rest of the guys to come.
My man Jay is in the building. Filmmaker Jay. Hey, how you doing, Jason?
Hey, what's happening, brother? It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, the sun shine on the dog ass every day, every once in a while, baby. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't the dog ass, though. That wasn't the dog ass. That's the thing about it. It wasn't the dog ass. It was the who was the leading scorer for the New York Knicks last night?
Oh,
Anunoby.
My man D Jones just pulled up. D Jones, how you doing, sir?
I'm in mourning.
This is terrible.
It's been a sad day for Pistons fans around the world.
Guess the Bulls wouldn't go for that bullshit either.
Damn.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
terrible out here, bro.
It's gonna be a long. All right, so let's get ready to jump into it because we got a lot to talk about. You know, I was gonna start out today's show talking about how Victor Wembanyama dropped 40, but after I did the stories and stuff this morning,
No, sir.
broke out with the FBI getting things started. First things first, Mo. Since my man Howie Belling here today, you go first, man. So let's just set the tone first. The FBI made arrests this morning of 30 folks around 7 o'clock this morning. 30 folks. 3 of them have names that we definitely recognize. The first one is definitely going to be Heat guard Terry Rozier. The second one we heard immediately after that was Chauncey Billups, Portland Trailblazers head coach. Then we hear that former NBA player Damon Jones was arrested also in that 30 days. So they were all basically part of a huge investigation that was supposedly, and I'm using that word supposedly, that was supposedly years long, spanning nearly a dozen states and involving tens of millions of dollars, was announced by the FBI Director Kash Patel. I have something I want to say about this after I'm gonna say after you guys say, because Stephen A said something that was very interesting that he just released a little while ago, a clip on his podcast. First things first, though, Mo, talk to me about this, man. What's your take on this? Literally, the night after, 2 nights after opening night for the NBA.
Man, I hope these guys had no clue of what was happening. I just hope they don't have no clue. But when the feds come to your door, they got you. It ain't like the state. When the state come to your door, the state will come to your door on an assumption. The feds come to your door with definite evidence that they got you. Feds don't play, man. And I seen a lot of the breakdown. It was like a really elaborate scheme where they would lure people in with the, you play with former NBA, current NBA player, and it goes even deeper about, man, this was a real deep thing.
Yeah, they're trying to get, in my opinion, they not only are they trying to get arrested, they're trying to get jail sentences. D Jones, what's your take on this, man? I know you've been hearing about it all day.
So 3 things. I did hear Stephen A. Smith, and I'll let you do that part. 2, Terry Rozier, if it's sports gambling, he probably did it. This ain't the first time we heard about that. Damon Jones, I think they said he got arrested for inside information on telling people how to gamble. I don't know. With Chauncey Billups, one of the greatest Pistons of all time, I want to call Gilbert Arenas because this happened to Gilbert 2 weeks ago, and he was out of jail in about 15 minutes. He showed up on his podcast with an informant lunch bag today, which is very suspect. Not even suspect. He's laughing like, hey. And he said, he said this. And I heard that it could be that some of these guys didn't know they were being used because, they get you in there. And I could tell people, hey, I got such and such over here gambling. You got a chance to gamble with them. And it could be that they was just there gambling like dudes do, or they were part of it, like we're gonna give you a cut to get these people in here to gamble. So we don't know, man. I just hope it's not true, because I was a Chauncey Billups fan, basketball wise.
Okay. Jay, what's your look at it from 3,000 feet? One more thing. Damon Jones was supposed to be giving privileged information on a prominent basketball player to facilitate illegal sports betting, and it was announced that it was LeBron James. So go ahead, Jay. What's your take?
What?
Yeah.
My first take is the lengths they will go to stop talking about the Epstein files. That's first off.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
That's first off. The second thing is the only thing worse than this news is watching Cash Patel bitch ass cosplaying an FBI agent on stage. Like, he the only clown up there, and he's the goddamn director wearing a damn FBI jacket. Everybody else has a suit on, looking professional. He up there, man, looking all scruffy, man, wearing an FBI jacket. So that, just looking at him just does something to me. Thirdly, what they are alleging, and I do mean alleging, is some kind of insider trading thing on the betting, right? Now, it would be serious if we were not dealing with an administration that is stocked with criminals.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the president every day, or at least every other week, manipulating stock markets and world futures via tariffs. You know what I'm saying? To get his friends, paid up and all this other stuff. So to me, if it's true, all right, it's kind of shady, but think about what they're saying they did. They're saying that because they were on the team and they knew about injuries, they knew about people, essentially, like rotations, which player's going to play for how long and all this other stuff, and passing that on, that's something worthy of prison, right? Like, I don't subscribe to that, to be honest. Is it shady or whatever? Fine. Yeah, it is. But compared to what the real problems are in this world, bro, this is crazy. And going back, to Rozier, because I was like, why is he being like arrested again? I thought this. Are these new charges? But come to find out, he was there fully exonerated. They didn't have enough, that I guess to do what they wanted to do with him the first time, so they let him walk. And the charges, were kind of like, let go. But now they just rearrested him. But it's basically, based on a continuation of what the first arrest thing was about. And what he's being accused of is what I just said, sharing information about player injuries, stuff like that. Now, what they're not saying is that Chauncey is being investigated for a whole different kind of thing. Chauncey's being investigated for like rigged poker games with the mafia. You know what I'm saying? So they're conflating it, like 2 or 3 different things that are kind of related but not related, other than they are betting incidences or whatever. And one involves manipulating, I guess Vegas, and the other one supposedly involves, like having rigged poker games. All of that shit is not worth our goddamn time. And the news cycle that they're running with, in my opinion, given the real shit that's going on in the world with this crooked ass president we got.
Okay, so let me bring this up real fast, Mo, before I throw it to you. Stephen A. Smith said something that I saw in the clip, and I didn't even connect the two. I got to be honest, I didn't connect the two. He said that you notice that it's 2 days after the opening night of the NBA, and it's also 1 day after. Let me make sure I get this correct. 1 day after Commissioner Roger Goodell said, which actually, yesterday, that he's reaffirming his decision to put the Grammy-winning Puerto Rican artist Bad Bunny on stage. So according to what Stephen A is assuming, he's assuming that Trump is coming for all sports. He's also assuming, Mo, that because of that, he's first putting up NFL and he's putting on NBA, and he's saying that Trump knew that this investigation was happening, but he wanted to press it now to get some arrests this morning. And he told them all yesterday that he wanted to get some arrests this morning because of what happened with him in the NFL. And he feels that the NFL, which is this part is true, the NFL and the NBA are tied to sports betting all the way through and through. So he's saying, and he made a great assumption here. He's saying that we're getting ready to see not only arrests in the NBA, but we're going to see some arrests in the NFL because he thinks they're tied hand in hand, and he expects some arrests in the NFL within the next 24 hours, and one thing is going to lead to another. So I wanted to see what you all's reaction was on that, because I thought about it and I was like, if Trump knew this investigation was happening, he's trying to screw over the NFL because of the Bad Bunny situation, and MAGA is really mad that Bad Bunny is going to still perform. You all know how petty Trump is. You know how this ain't no news. So Mo, what's your take on this, bro? How are you looking at this?
Man, if that's true, I'm not surprised at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised because the dude is petty. But he's always been petty. If you come up with a TV show where you just fire people because they got on your nerve, that shows how petty you are. He petty, man. And the NFL, he gonna listen. The NFL will. I don't know if I should say this. The NFL will hit his ass up if he keep messing with them and they money. They raking too much money. The NFL could pay off the national debt in one weekend of games. They is not letting Trump run them out. They're not letting Trump do it. I'm telling you now. He may get a lick, but they're going to fuck around and bust his ass soon.
Okay. D. Jones, you heard my assumption now of what Stephen A. said. What's your take on this, bro?
It sounds legit. And like you said, we messing with a petty president. I bet you no Trump supporters will be investigated or involved in any of this. And like Jay said, man, anything to get. And I thought about that. Like, there ain't nobody talking about these Epstein files. Like, they went full investigation on the mafia and these athletes, but what about these people on this island with these kids? But that don't matter to them at all.
Right.
So this sounds legit.
Okay. Jay, what's your take on this, bro?
My take is Stephen A is a clown, and he just putting something out here, man. To be like a layup for Trump, man, to run with. He petty. This is probably why he doing it. All this other stuff. I don't even watch that dude on any. I don't read nothing about him, to be honest. He's 100% clown to me. But to talk about what's going on, it is mass distraction, right? So now you're talking about a president who had 34 felony convictions, and they voted for him anyway. And since he's been in office, this is since January 20th of 2025, he has pardoned or given clemency to 1,600 criminals, convicted felons. So he want me to believe that he cares about crime. You know what I'm saying? When he's let people walk for way worse crimes than what these dudes are accused of. And the fact that like he's pushing this to start the season. Yeah, it's petty or whatever, but he's going for maximum impact. You know what I'm saying? So there's a term, for this. It's called flooding the market or flooding the field. So basically, they know that the media can only deal with one story at a time, like for real. So what they do, they just keep bombarding people with nonsense every day. And that way you can't really focus on anything else because of all the other stuff, that is coming out of it. And right now, everybody with Epstein files, now all of a sudden, all this other stuff is going on to distract away from him, his lousy job, the fact that tens of millions of people all across this country just marched against him this past weekend in a No Kings rally. He's doing anything he can to take the attention off of him, and he's trashed for it.
Well said. All right, let's get back to the other things in sports, because we could talk about this thing for a long time because it's so much tentacles on this, Mo. We could talk about it forever, and the stories continue to develop. But let's just jump into the NBA. Before we get to your New York Knicks, we got to talk about Victor Wembanyama. He dropped 40 on Dallas last night. Man, this kid looked like we've been having discussions about who new face of the league is going to be. Not too many of us has picked Victor Wembanyama. Some of y'all did.
Me and D told you over and over.
Yeah. Some of y'all did.
OG and shut the hell up.
They put this stat line, bro. I ain't even look at that.
Have it ready. Mo, talk to me about what you're looking at with Victor Wembanyama dropping 40 on Dallas, and people were saying it's going to be a lot closer. And hell, a lot of people picked the Dallas Mavericks. So, what's your take on this, Mo?
Man, listen, he put a beating on them. And Cooper Flag didn't even score the first half.
Yeah.
He scored like the third quarter, that fourth quarter. He didn't score the whole first half. This was supposed to be his coming out party. It was all about Dallas and Cooper Flag. When the game started at the end of the night, Victor said, I got something to say about this right here. And he was putting moves on him. Man, listen, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I want to see Cooper Flag when he get up in one of them games. When he got,
I gotta say, I am completely surprised. But D Jones, Victor Wembanyama's working out over the summertime with
Hakeem the Dream.
Hakeem the Dream. Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon showed up last night, man. Real talk. Showed up last night.
Oh my goodness.
He probably showed out for Hakeem. I don't see him doing this every night. He probably averaged about 24 in the block and a half. But it was opening night. He ain't played in a while, so we know he was ready to play some basketball. I think some of it, I ain't gonna say it was overblown. He did a windmill dunk, and they went crazy. He didn't have to jump.
Right.
He's 7'7", man. He's crazy.
Yeah. If he had muscle, he might be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Well,
he'd
he's
be the next
paper. I don't think he's gonna last.
It's crazy.
He's not gonna play 80 games. He probably play 60.
Okay. All right. Well, Jay, what's your take on this, bro?
Man, that youngin looking like a real problem right now for me, man. Because it's not that he's just tall, it's his skill set, bro.
Right.
Like he's real fluid when handling the ball, like going between his legs and behind his back, and pump faking, and man, he looking like if his body holds up. Listen, man, that 40 last night he had, it could have been 65. I ain't even gonna hold you on that because they had no answers for him. He made AD look like he was about 5'9" out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And AD legit 6'10", 6'11", perennial all-time defender. He couldn't do nothing with him, man. Listen, this boy gonna be a problem. A problem.
And he plays like he's 6'6". Let's be honest. He plays like he's short as what he is.
And Frank, he's 21 years old.
Yeah, that's the scary part. He's been in the league, going on? This is his third season?
This is year 3. He is 21 years old.
He just started to learn what it's all about.
He ain't got his man strength and none of that yet.
Nope, he sure ain't. As my dad would say, his balls ain't even dropped yet. The
NBA cheated because he was supposed to be a Piston. We had 4 wins that year, and he go to the Spurs.
And he go to San Antonio.
Yeah,
he going in Detroit.
Let's talk about the team. I know we came here to talk about, man. The New York Knicks defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers last night. And honestly, the bits and pieces I saw, the New York Knicks look pretty dominant and look like they're going to be a problem. Mo, I know you got to talk about this to everybody, man. Right now, game 1, I can see the difference of the coach. I can definitely see the difference of the coach. Mike Brown looked like he put his fingerprint all over this team, man. What's your take on the New York Knicks, Mo?
Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! I knew that get his ass. Listen, it ain't like we had to play the Chicago Bulls or the Philadelphia 76ers or some shit like that. We played a real legit team. the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. We look real good, swinging the ball from corner to corner, passing. And who was the leading scorer for the Knicks last night? OG Anunoby. That's right. Remember the name. I said it to you first, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going down.
Okay, I see. He could wait. He was holding on that. D Jones, talk to me about this.
Well, what happens is the feds came to Chauncey Billups' door and they snapped. And I don't think we talked about this topic enough about. I want to reiterate that point that
Listen, D is willing to talk about his idol Chauncey being arrested rather than have this discussion, bro.
I was on stage last night, so I didn't see it. I walked in the bar part of the comedy club, and I looked up, and they was interviewing Brunson. I was like, shit. That's how I knew they won.
Man.
So I didn't see it, man. I was over there cussing out the Pistons all night. So yeah.
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
That's right. That did happen.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. We will get to that in a second. All right, Jay, what's your take on the New York Knicks defeating the Cavs? The Cavs was number one seeded team in the East all last year, and it didn't look like it last night.
Well, I mean, it's game one, and it was in the Garden. You know, I like to go to the stat line, you know what I'm saying? Because that tells me what happened, like what really happened. So the Cavs lost by 8 points, 111 to 119. So I go, to check, how did they play? Cavs shot, a higher field goal percentage than the Knicks. They shot a way higher 3-point field goal percentage than the Knicks. But they only had 18 free throw attempts. The Knicks had 36 free throw attempts, and they went 31 for 36 in free throws.
The fix was
To
in.
me, that's the ball game right there, bro. Because the Cavs they literally had half the free throw attempts that the Knicks had. And it's hard to win games at all when they double you up in free throw attempts. And when you on the road, you can cancel that.
The Knicks were driving the lane. Cleveland wasn't. Cleveland puts up the most highest percentage of 3-pointers in the league. The only team that came close to them was the Boston Celtics. They will say that all night long. So, of course, you're not going to get to the free throw line if you ain't driving the lane, if all you're doing is chucking up threes.
Cleveland shot 46. Listen, I got it. I got it right here. Cleveland took 46 threes, and they hit 41% of them. That's a high connect rate. Guess how many threes the Knicks took, Mo?
How many?
40.
We still drive the lane.
40. So they took 6 more threes than the Knicks, and they had 18 less free throw attempts.
Yeah, but how many times did they drive the lane? They didn't drive the lane. If you don't drive the lane, you don't get fouled. The Knicks knew how to get the points. You get fouled, you get to the line. That is NBA's basketball.
It sounds like home fixing. Home fixing.
Oh,
AD, the stats in front of me.
The Bulls, the bullshit, and all the other bull.
Hey, guess what? Cleveland had 86 field goal attempts. Guess how many field goal attempts the Knicks had?
How many?
86.
Home fixing, man. They in the guard.
And Cleveland shot a higher field goal percentage.
The fans
in 3 and field goal percentage.
The fans need to go investigate the Knicks.
So the FBI will be showing up at their door tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Looking for the refs. Like everything, it couldn't be more equal except in free throw attempts. How'd you get doubled up? How one team get 18 and one get 36? That's crazy.
Oh, they do got a merchant out there. He plays for fouls, man. Brunson.
Oh yeah, Brunson. Yeah.
Flop into you.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Him and Shea are the two best at that.
All right, so
and he had 13 free throws. So yeah, he almost had more.
So Mo, the next story up, Mo, we got to talk about VJ Edgecom's huge night against the Celtics, man. This kid balled out. This kid, the minute he got drafted, I said he is going to be a problem. I saw it. Let's see right now. He said, I worked every day all my life for moments like this. This is my dream. And his eyes got huge and wide when he was locking it. He was told that he just scored more points than any player in his NBA debut since Wilt Chamberlain first laced up his canvas high tops. Bro, this kid balled out last night. He was a problem, and he ain't gonna just be a problem for the Celtics. He's gonna be a problem for the league, especially now hooked up with his counterpart over there. Like the Philly's got a tandem over there now, bro. What's your take on this, Mo? How you looking at it?
Man, listen, it's only a matter of time before it all comes crumbling down in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna eat a steak and cheese, some oil is gonna get on the floor, and everything gonna get real slippery over there. I ain't worried about Philadelphia. They gonna blow themselves up somehow, some way.
Okay. D Jones, what's your take?
They need to get rid of Embiid because he's taking up space.
Not in a good way.
Maxey had 40. He had 37, bro. And he been balling since summer camp or summer league. And I seen a podcast the day before talking about how good he was gonna be, and they didn't lie. He right now he like gonna be rookie of the year after one game. Philly might have something cooking if they can get some. If they can get some out of Embiid, they might be better than everybody thought.
Yeah. Jay, what you think?
I think them Boston guards is cheeks out there, bro.
That too.
How the hell your backcourt give up 74? Dog, how the hell? Dude, Embiid literally had one made field goal. He went 1 of 9.
Yeah.
And y'all lost the game because your backcourt could not stop anyone. Okay? Not anyone. Maxey had 40. Edgecombe had 34. Nobody else did anything really. So the difference in the game, so Embiid had about the worst game you ever gonna see him have in his career. I mean, 1 of 9, that's nuts. So that tells me that Boston is in a whole lot of trouble this season, bro. A whole lot of trouble.
That's one way of looking at it, and there's another way of looking at it too. Is that those two boys are going to be a problem not just for the Celtics, they're going to be a problem for everybody. Because Maxey with Edgecombe is going to be a 1-2 punch that nobody's going to see coming. And when they face your team, I'm going to be looking at the stat line for that too.
But maybe they look different. Maybe they look different, Frank. You know, when they not being guarded by Pritchard. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. But Derek White balled out last night.
Maybe he only gets 20.
Was Derek White checking both of them at the same time?
Derek White balled out last night.
Yeah, he had a good game. He had a good game.
Hey, Frank keeps saying they're gonna be a problem for the whole league. He just hoping. He keep running that line. That's his line. He gonna stick with it.
The funny thing is, I'm glad I'm glad this thing is recorded because they're gonna be a problem for the whole Max.
I told you he gonna stick with that line. He gonna
say it's gonna be a problem for the whole league. And when they face the Knicks, I'm gonna be texting you. When they face Miami, I'm gonna be texting you. And when they face the Pistons, I'll be texting you. They're gonna be a problem for the whole league.
That'll be Sunday.
Oh my God, bro! Everybody shot over 50% from the backcourt, bro.
This shit look like a layup line.
It was a turnstile, Mo.
It was a rough night. All right, so let's talk about now, Mo. You up now? Let's talk about the Detroit Pistons losing to the Chicago Bulls.
What is the topic?
Oh!
What'd you say, D?
Why is this even a topic?
He said, "Why were you talking about that?"
I told you when basketball season comes,
he turned it on you.
On that
I'm down the list, bro. I'm going down the list.
Ain't no more buddy.
They going down the list. Detroit lost to Chicago. It wasn't supposed to be like this, but what happened? What happened?
You know what? In honor of my buddy, D. Jones, I don't give a piss about the Detroit Pistons. Move on to the next guy.
Oh my God.
D. Jones, D. Jones, what happened?
Oh wow.
We had a bad shooting night, bro. I'm talking about.
Did.
K was like 3 of 10 in the first half. No, Duncan Robinson looked like Pritchard on defense. Even worse. They fought back. We got it down to 1 with 14 seconds left, but it was a bad night, man. Chicago center always gave us problems. He had like 18 in the first with 10 rebounds.
Yeah,
it was crazy. And the Pistons, listen, we pray for us. We got Cleveland, Dallas, the Celtics, and then the Magic. So,
wow.
But we will win game 2 and 3. We will win. We will beat the Cavs. We're gonna beat the Mavericks and we're gonna beat the Celtics. I put it on my mama.
Okay, all right. Jay, what's your take on this?
Hey man, it happens, man. You know, again, that's one of them road games. You know, they play Chicago in Chicago. You know, it's always gonna be a little bit of that home cooking. You know, that's gonna be more, in favor of the home team. But Detroit just had a really inefficient night. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a great shooting night. Like K took 24 shots, he made 8. Like that's brutal, when your star has that kind of night. So I'm gonna chalk it up the game 1 bit on the road, man. I don't think it's nothing to be alarmed about right now because they still got a good core.
All right, before we jump into the top 5, I don't know if y'all saw this, man, but I gotta put this up. Jumping into the NFL, Mo, AJ Brown is in the news again, man, because of the simple fact being he posted another cryptic tweet. He basically said, let's see, he's being used, but he's not being used, and he's still saying, hey, I'm having an issue with what's going on. I'm being used, but I'm not being used, and he posted that tweet today. What's your take on AJ Brown posting another cryptic tweet, Mo?
I don't know why anybody smacked him in the mouth yet in the locker room.
Have you seen AJ Brown? It's a lot of smoke you trying to smoke. You trying to nail.
You know what, man? Listen. I don't know. Didn't they use him and they still lost the game? Didn't they use him like for a few weeks in a row and they got their asses whipped?
Yeah, they had 2 games. Yeah.
They lost, right?
Everybody on the team should send out a cryptic message. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like when you get used, we lose.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay, D. Jones, what's your take on this, bro?
My take is I like how you covertly switched it from Boston losing to the rookie doing good. You could have put Boston got their ass whooped, but you put the rookie did good. I see what you did with my Howie hands. See what you did.
Because they didn't get their ass whooped. They only lost by 1. It wasn't an ass whooped.
We only lost by 4.
Yeah. I didn't say y'all get your ass whooped either. I didn't say that. I just said a lot.
I just see how you worded the question.
Yeah. You changed that phrasing.
Yeah. The trade deadline coming up, so they need to figure out if they can get some pieces they need for him, or is it better to keep him? So they need to figure that out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna land in New England if they trade him. I just see that.
That would be nice fit.
I see it too.
I guess the Pacers got unlimited salary cap.
Yeah, we do got a lot. We do got a lot more space than most people. What's your take on this, Jay? Man, AJ Brown posted. Do you think here's the thing, Jay? Do you think he's trying to get out of Philly?
No, man. I just think that he's just a man baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
baby.
because when they, like when they was winning ugly, right? They were still winning. You know what I'm saying? They were undefeated, and he's whining about not getting his touches, but the team is winning. So now, when they decide, to feature him and focus on getting him the ball and throwing more, that's when they took 2 L's back to back.
Mm-hmm.
He got his stats, but the team lost. So now they turn around and they win again, and now he back, complaining again because he didn't get his touches. So you're telling me you don't care about team success? You know what I'm saying? You care about getting your stats. So if that's what it is, then man, let him go, bro. Let him go catch 2,000 yards. For Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Or one of these hapless teams that ain't going nowhere. He from Mississippi, man. Send him to the Saints. He can get some stats down there. I mean, he can get no dubs, man, but he can get some stats.
He'll get a lot of stats down there, boy. Mo, it's time for the top 5, Mo. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In honor of the way that boy whooped the Celtics' ass last night, I will say that VJ Edgecom, I wanted to make sure we put in what is your top 5 favorite rookie debuts in any sport that you saw game one, like game one.
Well, I didn't see all the ones. I just looked and because I don't know who I spoke a lot of weed before the game, during the game, after the game. Only thing I know is I watched the game. That's it. Don't know what happened.
Okay.
So number 5, I got Marcus Mariota. Actually, his rookie game was against the guy who got drafted before him, Jameis Winston, against the Bucks. He was the first rookie to throw 4 TDs in the first half, and he finished with more TDs than incompletions. He finished with 13 or 16 for 209 yards. Second is Cam Newton. Cam Newton threw for 422 yards, 2 TDs, and rushed for a TD in his first game, and they still lost. Steven Strasburg, y'all remember him?
Yeah.
His first game as a rookie, he struck out 14 people. I think that's the closest we're going to come to a 20 strikeout game because it's not going to ever happen again. Andrew Luck threw for 433 yards, setting a record for rookies. And the last one, Frank, you said it earlier, Wilt the Stilt. His rookie game, he dropped 43. Nobody's done it yet.
Okay, so D Jones, what's your favorite top 5 rookie debuts in any sport?
So I read the question wrong, and I only did basketball.
So did I.
And some of these I didn't see, but I got last night, man, 34 points and 7 rebounds. He got to be in the top 5 after that. Number 4, I got Oscar Robertson. I didn't know he had a triple-double.
Yeah.
21 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists his debut game. Then I got Kareem. He put up 29 and 12 and 6 assists as a center, which is wild to me. Number 2, I got one of the greatest point guards to ever live. That was Isaiah Lord Thomas III, 31 points and 11 assists. And number 1, he said it will put up 43 points, but 28 rebounds. Probably because the cast who was playing was my height, but 28 rebounds and 43 points is a lot.
It sure is. Jay, you up.
Okay, so for me, I thought about like initial rookie seasons, but I went and pulled some stats up real quick. Number 5 for me, I had Deion Sanders, just as his rookie season, for his whole stats. People don't understand this, man. But this dude had 5 INTs, 39 tackles as a corner, and he had, understand this, he played primarily defense and a little bit of special teams. He had 1,100 all-purpose yards as a rookie. Number 4, I got Doc Gooden with the Mets. Now, the overall stats are crazy. He went 17-9 with 2.6 ERA, 276 strikeouts. But in his first game at 19 years old, he pitched 5 innings, allowed 1 run, and had 5 Ks. Number 3, Randy Moss of the Vikings.
Yeah.
We already know he won Offensive Rookie of the Year because he tore the league up. He had 1,313 yards receiving. But in game one, his first game in the NFL, he had 4 receptions for 95 yards. And then number 2, I got Michael Jordan. I'm not sure, what he did, in his first game. I had time to look that up. But number 1, I got LeBron James Sr.
Oh my God.
Nobody came out with more expectations than the 18-year-old man-child from Akron. In his first game for the perennially worst team in the NBA, 18 years old, Sports Illustrated, all the pressure of the universe on him. He said, you take this 25, this 6, and this 9, and you say, hold that, I'll be back for 23 more years of this.
D. Jones and Mo's reaction is hilarious.
Because
Number 1.
this is outrageous, bro.
Number 1.
Frank, first of all, it wasn't even a question. The question was debut. We could have did seasons. The question was debut, and we're gonna do seasons. LeBron
he did 25, 6, and 9. He did 25, 6, and 9.
You know LeBron wasn't supposed to win Rookie of the Year. They robbed Melo. 2,
did they?
2, he didn't make it to the playoffs. Michael Jordan averaged 28 and took a bunch of cokeheads to the playoffs. And 3, Magic Johnson won a championship as a rookie. Come on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you saw how his list went. There ain't enough time in the show to go back and forth with him about his list.
I knew it was gonna be LeBron. I just knew it was gonna be LeBron.
I knew it too. I knew
Okay, you know what? Just so I put it in here, okay, I got Mike at number 2 for debut for the season, right? It's a rookie season. Now, if I wanted to just go by by game 1 debut, he don't make the list. So I just pulled it up.
List. He didn't make
He
my
had
list.
16. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah.
He didn't make my list.
Okay, but LeBron James, the whole world watching, the 18-year-old phenom came in and he did what? 25.
What team did they play?
6 rebounds.
He didn't go to the playoffs. Melo took Denver to the playoffs and won Rookie of the Month every month.
Yeah. But that's
what you want me to do about that?
We ain't got enough time for the show. Bo, you up next, man. Let's see what your top 5 inside the NBA moments are, because there's a whole bunch of those. There's a whole bunch.
Oh, wait a minute. Inside the NBA moments.
They out of control over there, bro.
Damn, I missed that one. That's the one I didn't know. When you say inside the NBA moment, what do you mean by that, Frank? I didn't know what you meant.
With Chuck Kenny and Shaq and them.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about? I was wondering. I didn't know. Man, listen, I can go up the head with that one. Number 5 is when Shaq fell trying to run with Kenny when he tripped out. And number 4 is Kenny, period, trying to go up to the screen. Every year his knees get worse and worse. I swear to God.
They're crisscrossing now. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Last night, my biggest moment was last night. Charles Barkley picked the Knicks to go to the finals. He has been the biggest Knick hater I've seen every year. He picked the Knicks to go to the finals. And then when Shaq came out with all that fake money last night, because I thought it was real money at first, I was like, damn, Shaq just coming to the studio with 30, 40 stacks.
With racks?
I'm like, damn. And then it's like for motion picture purposes only. My mind was like, how can I get some of that and get that marking off? That's another story. But anyway, that's it. That's it for me.
Okay. D. Jones.
I'm going to go up top of my head, too. What's the announcer that used to dress funny as hell?
Craig Sager.
Passed away.
Yeah,
Craig Sager.
when when Garnett caught him in the tunnel and was like, "Don't you ever wear this outfit again. Go home and burn it."
He said all of it. He said everything.
All of it. When Charles Barkley was in the relay race with referee.
Oh yeah.
When Chris Webber was up there and they was talking about how Shaq was talking about how they beat them in the semifinals, conference finals, and Webber looked at him and was like, "Yeah, but what about them refs?" and Shaq shut up. Number 2 is definitely the San Antonio comments that Barkley made. And number 1, when Barkley was like, "Yeah, when you're inside and the man is banging you and banging you, you just can't let a man bang you." And they showed Shaq's face. And Shaq was trying to hold in his laugh so bad, dog. That was the funniest moment ever.
Yeah, that was hilarious. All right, Jay, give me yours.
So I kind of kept mine, when I read it, I thought you wanted to know like top moments from last night. So I just did last night, like one. I mean, but this is true of last night and every night. Their sheer disdain for having to work past a certain hour.
Yeah.
Oh, they hate it.
Yeah.
Bro, they been there talking about, like last night, they said it's 12:17. Chuck said we out of here 12:30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we got a show to do. Number 4 was when Chuck and Kenny had Shaq stuttering last night when they said Wemby was better. And they said that Wemby would cook his big ass if he was playing against him right now. They said, bro, listen, you can't guard Wemby under no circumstance. He gonna take you out there. He can be dotting that eye or whatever. Like, yo, Shaq couldn't even speak. He was so upset about it. And then they said, yo, big man, you going lower and lower on the list every year. And y'all know Shaq. As usual, the memes of Chuck, hilarious. Like they, so last night Chuck broke his glasses and they was thick as hell. They did the meme of Chuck with his glasses on and they did a split screen of Red Fox from Harlem Nights with them glasses he had on. Bro, and they weren't that different. It was crazy. Oh man! But then it's not number 2 for me. D kind of touched on it. All time. This is an all-time moment when Chuck was clowning San Antonio women, calling them fat, and he said that they be double fisting churros. He was like, he'd be like, But number 1 from last night was when they was clowning Chuck about his weight loss. Right? Because Chuck, he down a good 35, 40 pounds, right? But they turned to hey, Chuck looking good, man. They turned to the camera. They said, you said you gave your clothes to charity. They turned to the camera. They said, hold on to him. He said, keep the number because you might need to call him back. No, that was cold, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, so look at the time. I think we got time to get the next one out. So give me your top 5 things that surprised you the most you saw in the NBA last night, Mo.
All right. The top 5 surprising things I saw in the NBA last night. I seen a bull beating up a piston. I wasn't. I couldn't wait to do that one. I seen the Sixers have a scrimmage game against the Celtics last night.
Layup drill all night for them guards, baby.
It was a scrimmage.
Over 1 point.
It looked like preseason.
Layup drill. 75 points?
I would have
From the
loved
backcourt?
if they had won. Keep going.
Cooper Flag scoreless for the first half. I'm like, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, as much as Cooper Flag this, because I kept saying, I want to wait until he get out there and see what he does. And he didn't do nothing. Victor Wembanyama, I think White Chocolate like this. Victor Wembanyama putting the smack down last night. He put the smack down. And number one, who was the leading scorer for the New York Knicks? OG Anunoby.
Okay, so that's a surprising moment. Okay, that's a surprising moment. All right, okay. D. Jones, give me your top 5 most surprising things you saw in the NBA last night.
I want to talk about Chauncey Billups again. I didn't see the Raptors beating the Hawks because I thought the Hawks was going to be better. Even though it's game 1, I didn't see the Raptors winning. I did not see the Bulls beating the Pistons. That was shocking to me, man, and it hurt. Skinny Zion put up 27 and 9 rebounds last night. They not talking about
it. Still are.
The VJ and Maxey whooping the Boston Celtics ass. I'm talking about belt to ass.
75.
It was an annihilation game. Like it was like wow. And then Victor looking like a freak last night. Like, oh man, it's crazy.
Okay, that's a good 5. It's a good 5. It's a good 5.
But Boston got their ass whooped.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they did. Keep going, Jay.
It wasn't that close. It wasn't that close.
Go ahead, Jay. Give me your 5.
Number 5, the dominance of Wemby over Dallas. Listen, man. I knew that boy was tough, man. I was not expecting 125 to 92. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, how the fuck Terry Rozier get rearrested for the same crime? That was shocking. Number 3, how does Chauncey Billups get arrested for doing a poker ring? You know what I'm saying? Both of those arrests, those 2 things had to be separate for me because both of them are crazy to me. Number 2, I'm surprised that people are surprised that Cooper Flag didn't do shit last night.
Mm-hmm.
He's 18 years old, man. He playing against grown men who got child support payments out there. You know what I'm saying? And he played out of position. Now, you know what? The surprising thing about him last night is that J Kidd had him playing point guard. I'm certain Cooper Flag has never been a point guard a day in his life. And that's a hard position to play. So if you want to get him on the court, you can't get him on the court at point. It's too much responsibility, man, you know, for 18-year-old, to like do that to get them to their sets and stuff. So that was shocking. But number 1, the Knicks beating a really good Cleveland team. And OG going for 24 and giving cannon fodder to Mo with this nonsense MVP talk.
That's we're gonna hear for. We're gonna hear it for a minute. We're gonna hear it for a minute. Mo, all right, we got 2 more questions that we've been holding for a minute. So I'm looking at it right now, and I think I'm gonna do the Avengers Assemble. Well, we're gonna do that one. And so do an Avengers Assemble. That's why I wanted to call it. Of your top 5 comedians that you would cast if they were going to do a Harlem Nights or a certain type of movie like that remake.
Hey, wait. I got that here. My top 5 key comics I would cast. And I know I didn't add a woman. I couldn't think of one who I wanted to add. And I don't know. But at number 5, JB Smooth. I'm putting JB Smooth in there.
Funny.
Number 4, Brooklyn Mike. I'm got to throw Brooklyn Mike in there. At number 3, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx needs to be in that movie. At number 2, Dion Cole. I think Dion Cole's range of acting is top notch amongst comedians, and I think he doesn't get the props he deserves as a comic. Period. And number 1, I'm reaching way back, pulling him from the grave. Charlie Barnett.
Whoa.
Don't know who Charlie Barnett is? Do your homework.
Did not see that coming. D Jones, give me your Avengers Assemble.
This was easy for me. As Vera, why you shoot me in my pinky toe? Monique, who else? As Beanie, Red Fox character, and he took it. JB Smooth would be a dope Beanie, married to Monique. Sunshine, we all knew Sunshine. I'm putting Lotto as Sunshine. I think she'd make cold Sunshine. Sugar Ray, Eddie Murphy. He went from Quick, now he's Sugar Ray. Why not? He's the king of comedy. This is his joint. He got to be in it. And playing Quick, me.
That's the way you cast it. That's the way you cast it. That's how you do it, D Jones. Jay, give me yours.
Well, I also have somebody, from our show in the cast, but I got our boy Howie Bell in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw Howie in there because, listen, I know Howie would be like really funny with the quicks on set. 4, I can't do this and not have Chappelle in it. Like, I've seen Chappelle actually do comedy acting and dramatic acting. So he takes acting very seriously. So I think, that he do an excellent job. Number 3, I don't care who he plays on it. Cat Williams got to be in that joint. I've never seen Cat not be hilarious ever in a movie. Number 2, like D Jones, you got to bring back Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Quick and matured, and now the whole racket belong to Quick now. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot do Hall of Nights like Eddie Murphy in it. And number 1, I'm gonna go like Mo. I'm gonna reach back into the grave and bring him back because I know he would have murdered it. I'm going with Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac would have been a murderer in Harlem Nights.
He sure would have. All right, so looking at my time, we got to talk about Thursday night football tonight, man. The Vikings are playing the Chargers, man. Give me who you got. Tell me why.
I'm taking the Chargers. I just ain't sold on the Vikings. Vikings are too iffy. I think didn't I take the Vikings recently? And they got their ass whipped recently. Didn't they get their ass with their last game?
Yeah,
yes, they did.
They lost. Yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't supposed to. I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay, you're taking the Chargers. All right. D Jones, the Vikings or the Chargers? Who you taking?
I imagine every Viking fans with a picture of Sam Darnold, like, oh, we miss you. I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay, you going with the Chargers? Okay. Jay.
Hey, listen, my instincts is telling, my brain is saying go with the Chargers, but these last Thursday night game outcomes tell me I should go with the Vikings.
That's true.
Because every terrible team has won the last 3 or 4 Thursday night games.
4.
So,
yeah.
God damn, bro. You know what? Give me the Chargers, man. Only because I think the Vikings are just so terrible to that not even Roger Goodell and the refs can help.
Okay, so because of what you just said, Jay, I'm going with the Vikings. I
See? I'm telling you. It's a hard decision.
I can't do it because Thursday night ever since Steve said what he said, I was like, man, Steve got that nonsense. But ever since he said what he said was a week 2, I was like, he's right. Like, it's been terrible football. The worst team has been losing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Easy. So put me down for the Vikings. Let's see what happens. Put me down for the Vikings. All right. So looking at the time, we get ready to roll up out of here. Mo, you get the last word to everybody. What's your thoughts on your mind and how we can follow you, bro?
Man, listen. You can follow me at MOE_comic on Instagram, Maurice Smith on Facebook. This weekend, I'm down in Old Saybrook, Connecticut again. I'll be down there Saturday night, man, doing my thing at the Captain Hepburn Theater.
Okay. All right, D Jones, what's going on in your world?
I'm hosting for, I don't know if y'all know comedian Coco. She was on Def Jam. She pulled the bottles out of her bra.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hosting for her this weekend in Punchline in Detroit.
She's still doing comedy? I thought she retired. Wow.
No, she still do it. We've been in Chicago together. We travel. Me and her travel together.
Oh man, tell her I said I've been trying to get in contact with her for a minute.
You're doing a feature on her, Frank.
That's what I've been trying to get in contact with her for a minute, but I heard she retired. So yeah. Jay, what's going on in your world and what you got going on? How can we
Hey man,
follow?
I'm writing it. Hey, listen, man, I'm writing every day. I'm getting more handsome by the minute. So, I'm out here in these streets, baby.
Hey,
Follow me, at JDA's over there fan base. I'm out here, man.
All right, y'all. There it is. Name of the show
real
is called
quick,
Box
I'm like
Seats.
I'm like Jay today.
What?
You just see the top half.
Yo,
I'm
we out
wearing
of
pants
here.
today.
We'll be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock. To talk about the weekend, man. We got a lot of stuff to dive into, man. We're gonna also talk about the game tonight, man. The name of the show is called Box Seats. Thank y'all for watching. Howie Bell should be back tomorrow. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, what you need?